Welcome back, guys. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and it's bright as anything. There's no clouds on any of the summits and I am in Snowdonia. And today, to celebrate my birthday weekend, I'm doing the Snowdon Horseshoe. I've been up Snowdon 5 times now on this adventure, but I haven't been for about 6 years. The last time I came, I went up Crib Goch way. So this way we are going up Crib Goch way again, up onto the summit of Snowdon. Then from Snowdon we're dropping down the Horseshoe and coming round, so we're going to have some really good ridges today. The weather couldn't get much perfect than this. Today I was actually meant to be doing a race here. I won an entry to the Grab Skyline race. Unfortunately I damaged my calf. It'd have been perfect to celebrate my birthday. I saw the weather forecast for today and I thought I need to get out into Snowdonia. So I'll see some of the runners going round, and that race is a real hard race. It starts the other side of Snowdon, comes up over the top, down the Horseshoe, then they cross the road, over the ridge again, then they ascend Triffin, and from Triffin they come back, go up Crib Goch and down. So it's 26 miles that race was, and it's 10,000 foot of ascent, so it would have been a biggie, maybe a bit too much for me, but wish all the guys good luck who do the race. But I'm going to have a really good adventure today. So that's Lamberry's Pass down there. As you can see, to say it's only 6 in the morning, the weather is perfect. Where we're going, we're following this path all the way around, and we'll get there, then we'll fork up onto Crib Goch there, onto the ridge. Out of the three peaks in UK, I've done them all numerous of times, and I must say Snowdon's my favourite one. I just love the rocky formations. You can see here behind me, obviously the extreme rocks, what we've got here. I've been up here in great weather like today, and foul weather where you can't see anything. It's not enjoyable when it's like that, so when the weather is like this, it's definitely worth visiting. Obviously, if you parking in the car park for the main trails for the pig track, miners track or Crib Goch, you have to pre-book. So it's £25 for the day, which at first I thought was a bit steep, but when you think about it, you're going to be upkeeping all the trails, looking after the trails, and it's an epic place to come. There's a number of routes to come up Snowdon. A lot of the tourists come up the Lamberry's Pass way. In my opinion, when you come up that way, it's a completely different mountain. It seems really boring. There's a lot of grass, it's rolling hills. The views, if you want them, is to come up from this way. The miners track, the pig track, or the Crib Goch if you're into scrambling and confident. It's definitely my favourite way up here anyway, so I really can't wait to get up onto the ridge. It's got to be 6 years since I last did the ridge here. It was with my brother-in-law. Today, no one wanted to celebrate my birthday with me, so I thought, bugger 'em, let's get out on my own. We've approached the Crib Goch trail, so it forks off to carry on to the pig track. Where we're heading now is up there. Like I said, it's a grade 1 scramble. I don't know if you can see, but right in the distance there's a point. That's Snowdon summit. When we get to the summit, we're going to drop down onto this ridge there and come round and complete the Horseshoe. And if it's as warm as it says it's going to be today, I'm going to have a dip in there when we come back down. So most of the route up to Crib Goch is more like a scramble, so if you're only confident on the paths, just stay on the pig track or the miners track. Like I said, it is a grade 1 scramble. Only come up this way if you're experienced, and even though I'm quite experienced, if the weather was bad I wouldn't attempt this route, because it is like a knife edge ridge and there's no point going up there if the weather's terrible. It's not worth risking your life. I'm absolutely buzzing today. The weather is absolutely perfect. I just can't wait to get up onto Crib Goch just up there. So now it's about 7:15. So it'll take me probably 20 minutes to get onto the ridge. There's no rush. I've got the car park booked till 2:30. I have an epic day on this mountain today. There's nothing better than coming up onto these mountains, so it's best to get up onto that ridge. This is where the fun actually starts. Behind me is the route. You see a guy actually going up the route. You might notice on this video, on the route, you'll see some orange bands at the side of the trail. They're only here for today, for the race route, to give some of the runners guidance if there's bad weather. Like I say, I have brought a map with me. I do know the route, I've done it before, but you need to be prepared for everything really when you come up these mountains. I like to think if I do get into a mess, I can sort myself out without having to involve anyone else. So it's better to be prepared and not need it than need it and not have it. That's just my opinion. That's one of the routes I've got to go up, so if you can see up there, I've got to really go over there. That's why it's not a walking path. The first part looks like a walking path, then it is a scramble. And that's why the class is a grade 1 scramble. It's got some good handholds, but if it was rainy or snowy I wouldn't advise it if you've never done it before. Back on the ridge now, so this is Crib Goch ridge. You can see in places it can get a bit airy. Landberries down there. You see the weather's perfect for today. A few people. Just have to be really careful when you're coming across here. You see down there, massive drop. You won't stop until you get to the bottom, and it's probably going to happen there. So, but it's worth it. You know, if you do make it up onto this ridge, and you have weather like today, it's brilliant. Because it's getting a bit sharp on the edge here, I'm going to put the camera away and I'll bring you back when I get to the halfway point. This is how fast the conditions can change with an instant. Obviously there's no bad rain or anything, but when we set off, if you remember, I've shown you the summit from halfway up. I'll turn around now. It's covered in clouds. So we're at the top now of Snowdon, no breeze at all. It's not as busy as I expected, to be fair. I think it's just about 10 to 9. So we're just going to head back down the other side of the trail. Hopefully we'll get some more views on the way down. I expected it to be much busier than what it was up on the summit. Seeing crazy photos of people, especially when the weather's not too bad at the bottom, coming up and they're queuing. Well, I'm not queuing, I thought, expecting me not actually touching the summit top, but I'm glad I did. So just heading down here to the Watkin Pass, and let's see where we go. Weather's not too great up here, but when I get back down onto the ridge, it's moving again. Let me see, Snowdon, summit's up there. I've come down the trail there. I haven't done much filming there because that race I was talking about started at 8. They must have reached the summit not long after I reached the summit, so some of the faster races were already coming down, but most of the field's coming down now, and we're gaining the way. Even though they know there's walkers on the path, I know doing races there's nothing worse than trying to get around people, so I've just come off the trail a little while. I'm going to have a look at some of the views, take some photos, get something to drink as well. Hopefully a lot of the field will have gone, but you can see the ridge behind me. Obviously that's Crib Goch. What I've done, I'm on the other side of the horseshoe and we're heading up there. I think they pronounce it the Watkin Pass, not 100% sure, but yeah, fantastic. It's weird though how high we are. Look at that, we've got sheep there. It just amazes me. Hello? He's saying hello to me, must know me. But yeah, it amazes me that they can survive so high up here. Because obviously there's this grass, but you won't think there'll be much. Crib Goch. So we came up there. You can see the two paths, the miners paths down there. I don't know if you can see it. You got your pig track as well. But I came to the Crib Goch and up onto the top. That's one of the lakes down there. I've swam in that one before actually. But it depends how I feel when I get back down to the other lake down near the car. I might go for a dip in there. I must say it's the first time I've used hiking poles. Obviously I didn't use them on the technical side, and they do make a big difference, so you can understand why people do use them. So I'll definitely be carrying with them a lot more, especially with me long distance running. It makes a difference. Today the views are fantastic. back on the trail. I put the walking poles away just because obviously we're heading up that way, so here's a scramble again. Don't want the poles getting in the way. It's the first time I've been down this side and it's fantastic. It just makes that adventure even better. It gives you a bit more time in the mountains, because the last time I did it, I did Crib Goch. When you've done that and you get onto where all the paths join, it's over really. Yeah, you're up in the mountains, but it is a hike. I like the scrambles. And obviously the last time I came back down the minus track, again it's just a hike to me. So by coming this way, it just opens up that adventure a little bit more. And there's a feeling of unknown, because obviously I've checked the route out on the maps and everything, but when you haven't done anything before, you get a little bit more excited. Well, I do. Because look at that, it's amazing. We're heading up this way, it turns into a scramble again. Again, I'm staying on the race route. We're heading up there. To be fair, I think it looks more spectacular than Crib Goch. Amazing that does, I can't wait. You might just see a few people just going up there. I think I'm definitely going in there to cool down afterwards, because I'm red hot. Look at this. If you fell down there. So we're going to head up here, enjoy some of these rocky scrambles. I'm glad I had pro shoes on instead of walking boots, to be fair. I just can move over the rocks much quicker and I feel safer in them. So, super happy. So, if you're scared of heights, guys, don't look down. Straight down to the bottom. Can't wait to get to the bottom. I hope I'm as warm as I am now, because if I am, I'm 100% getting in that water, because I'm so warm. When you're out of that wind, it's nice and lovely. When you do get off on the ridges where you get that wind, it does blow you a bit, but you're grateful for it. Just following the path, or trying to find the path, and scramble down. There's a few runners still behind me, and they do fantastic. It's probably one of the hardest courses probably in UK running courses, maybe. It's part of the Skyline series. I think they have one in the Lake District. There might be one up in Scotland. But yeah, some of these runners, ultra fit, a lot fitter than me. I mean, the front runners, Jesus, they were flying, and they just summited Snowdon, and they were still going strong. They have got a good challenge ahead of them still. After they've come down here, they've got to go over Penny Pass, up over the top, then they'll be going back down and then coming back up Triffin, then they're coming back up Crib Goch. So yeah, I can feel that I've done this walk up to yet, and I've done just under 6 miles. That race is 26 miles, so I don't know whether I would have been fit enough to do it anyway, especially when we're not running as much in the last few weeks with my calf injury. This has definitely loosened it up though. If you look at the views here, so down there, if you follow that trail there where we're going, that's where we're going to go. There's a tarn in the distance. We're going to drop down to the tarn, then we'll drop down back onto them lakes. That's the plan anyway. So we're just approaching the downward, back down to the lake, but you can see behind me what an amazing adventure I've had today. So first of all, we parked right over there. We came up the first part of the pig track. We ventured off and followed that ridge up onto Crib Goch, and we followed all the ridge all the way across. Then we went up into the clouds, up onto the top of Snowdon summit. Then you can see this ridge here. It's a magnificent looking ridge. This is what we've just come across, and it's part of the Snowdon Horseshoe. And we're heading down there, just down there, and we'll join onto the miners' track. I may go for a dip down there, so that is still on the cards. Just going to freshen me up because I'm really warm. So this is where the plans changed. Unfortunately, the runner in the red circle behind me passed me. She was still going strong. When I caught back up with her, she looked in some real pain. She went over on her ankle and twisted it. She said she might have broke it, but obviously up there was no rescue. So I took it on myself to help her down. I didn't really know how I'd get her down because she was still quite high up on the mountain ridge. So I passed on my walking poles. I told some of the runners who was behind her and who passed her to tell the marshals that I'd help her down to Penya Pass. And thankfully we got her down to Penya Pass, so this meant that I didn't do the swim. But I'm more happy that I helped someone who was stuck on a mountain than being selfish and went for a swim and walked past them. So hopefully she's okay. I dropped her off with the marshals back down on the Penya Pass, and I wish her a full recovery.